Okay, so I'm doing a little special review today. I'm in Miami with my family on some vacation, but can't hold myself, so I'm gonna do a review on our rental car. It's a Chrysler Voyager, and there's a lot of them around here. So I'm here with the family, and it's perfect to have one of these cars because everyone can fit in them. Can I say hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. They're so spacious, they're so simple to just jump in, and there's grandma, and there's my daughter, and there's my son, and there's my other son. How are you doing? And this aisle here, it's a bit dark in here, I think, but we'll have a look at the details later. This is perfect as well, those sliding doors. The best thing about these cars are that they are so practical. I think this is the long version. I think that they've skipped this shorter version. And third row is up there. They have very good space back here, but look at this, super deep. You can put so much stuff in here, and the height as well, it's perfect. So I didn't even need to fold this wagon yesterday to put it in. You just push it all in and it's there. Practicality, flexibility, that's what these minivans are all about, and I just love them. You find a very good driving position. As soon as you step in, you got these individual commanding seats, so you got these armrests. Very relaxing and nice. And you can adjust. This is electrical. I think the other ones are not. So a lot of traffic here in Miami at times, and you need to have good vision out, and you do have that in this car. Big windows, a little window here, which helps. So that feels good. Also the rear window. You see very clearly outside. And that are some of the good aspects in many MPVs. They have big windows, they're high, and you sit high. Generally, you sit rather high. It sounds rather angry, the engine. So this 3.7 liter V6 engine with 290 horsepower approx works rather well when you accelerate up on the highways. And you need that power because when there's a lot of people in the car, it starts to weigh a lot. So 0 to 100 kilometers in about 8 seconds, and that's good for a car like this. Cool to have an MPV with some engine characteristics which are a bit sporty, like that. I must say that the car is rather quiet right through and through. Of course, it depends a lot on what type of surface you drive on, but when the road is smooth, it's super quiet. And when it shakes and rattles, when it gives a hit through the chassis, I think it dampens it rather well. This Chrysler Voyager 2022, it's just a great car for doing long distances, especially when there's so long distances from place to place here in the United States. And this car, it works really, really good because it's super comfortable. I must say that it's just very, very quiet to drive. And I've been driving a long road with it here now with a family. And it feels just perfect. It's a bit plastic. You don't really care about that. Steering wheel looks nice. The dials and the knobs and buttons and everything. Very, very convenient. So I think that this knob here, that works brilliantly. It's just so quick. There's no resistance, and you get quick into the mode that you want. And there's only park, there's reverse, neutral, drive, and then there's L. So when you get into L, you need to push this button and then switch it over. And I think L stands for, low drive or something, so you get some more torque. The buttons here, very nice, physical, a bit plastic, but they give you the feedback that you need. And, everything pops up on this screen. The only thing that is a bit frustrating here is when you change temperature, you don't get, there's some banding effect there, sorry. But maybe you can see that bar from warm to cold. So you don't get that in Fahrenheit or Celsius, and that needs some getting used to. Otherwise, works good in here. The seats, they are good, supportive, and very soft. And this cloth here, It's just a good material, good quality. Yeah, and then it's a bit bright here all around. I think that's good because it doesn't have any sunroof. Got the child seat there, some stuff, sorry for that. And yeah, it's a bit messy down here as well. You get 4 cup holders, you get a 5th here, 6th there. The good thing is that you get so many, you know, pockets to put stuff in. You just love that. You can put your shades here. This one is good as well, so you can see what's going on back there. This one, simple, just open it up. And here you got a lot of space. You know, we just put the smallest kid's stroller in here, standing up, because it's so deep down here. You can fold these down. This is stow and go. So you push this here, that folds down, and then you can do like this. And look at that. Wow. You can do that with everything. Just folds down and becomes rather flat, so you can stow a lot more. Well, that space disappears, of course. But look at that. You can optimize it. And you fold it up very quick and very easy. Brilliant. Push this button to get it down, and it warns a couple of times before it folds down, and that's very good. Folds down slowly, that's good. Not too fast, not too slow. Sorry, a lot of stuff here. So I'll try this seat out. So you can see me a little here. Works very good, good space. Well, you get some, there's some angle here. So you need to push your feet forward to stretch them out. But you can push this down and you can rest. So that's very good. And then you just walk down this aisle here. Wow, bah, bah, bah. This is more for kids back here, but you can sit as an adult for longer journeys as well. It's just that they're a bit harder, those seats in the back. But you get good storage here as well. Oh, there's 2 cup holders there and a little pocket. And then you can get some air from those ventilation outlets here and there. Oh, it's good. But on this side, you only get 1, but that doesn't matter. Very good. But one thing back here that is missing, I think it's in this base model, is USB connections or charging points. You get that back there, which you can buy a little, you know, those adapters, which gives you some charging capabilities. But otherwise, no, you need to go for a higher level trim, I guess. But great space in this car. And up here, you can change, yeah, it's not on now, but you can change temperature, mode, and the fan. It's a good car. And in this car, of course, you get electrical windows in the back. You don't get that in a multivan because it's a bit higher, so you can't have windows which you can electrically fold down. But what is good is that you get electrically maneuvered sliding doors, and you don't get that in many cars in base models which has these sliding doors. So that is very good. Something else that I find rather good is that you can heat up the engine, you know, a minute or so before you step into it, and you get the air conditioning running, etc. by pushing this button here twice. Now that's nothing new, but you know, you get the fluids running, the oil running, and the engine gets a bit hotter, getting up to temperature. And then you also got these sliding doors. That is optional on a lot of other cars with sliding doors. You can do it on the other side as well. Open that up. I think that's really good. So here in the US, you see so many different cars. You see so big, cool brands from Buick, Lincoln, Chrysler, well, you name it. And they have so many of these MPVs. They have so many of those SUVs in all different shapes and sizes. And I just think it's lovely just to look around and see all these cars. Would like to see some more of these models back home. Sum up this car. Very good space. It does everything that a minivan does, you know, in a good way. And it's got everything that you practically need, even though this is the base version. Feels a bit premium, even though there's a lot of plastic. It feels good and it looks good. And it looks good from the outside as well. You know, no one has complained during all these kilometers that we've been driving with this car. And that's the fundamentals by buying a big MPV. You want to go for long journeys, everyone want to sit comfortable, and we sure have. Sure, there's not that many luxuries in here, but what more do you need? A board computer, a navigation connected to your phone. You got air conditioning, you got heated seats, you got all this storage. I think that's fine if you're not that nerdy and want to have tons of luxuries. Well, something that you would like to have is some USB connection points in the third row, or the second row at least, to charge your phone, tablets, etc. And also there's not that much driver assisted functions in this car. It doesn't have that distance control and lane assist. And look at that. My wife, she just went through the aisle from the front passenger seat back to comfort our smallest one. You know, even that is convenient with a car like this. Super. And on the plus side, it also got a very good base price. I think it's $30,000. So that's pretty good for a car of this size, which is well built, feels like a premium car, and it really provides you with the stuff that you need. And the stuff that you need, well, that is roominess, practicality. And I really like these stow and go seats. They just pop down that quickly when you just pull two straps and they're down. Something that I didn't like was the gearbox. I find it to be a bit juddery in some situations. It's just like cuts. The air conditioning works well throughout the cabin. It takes a bit longer until it gets chilly, and maybe it's a bit difficult on that bar from cold to warm when you don't really know what exact temperature it is. So you have to fiddle a little with that. Otherwise it's good. Now, I like these cars, as I've mentioned so many times before. Just think it's a pity that they don't have this one in Sweden. And I like this engine. Wasn't that thirsty as I thought, and it has treated as well. So thank you for that. This was just a simple review on this rental car, but it's a review. So subscribe and like. See you later. Take care.